What's going on, dudes and dudettes? So, yeah, Duke softball ended up starting the weekend with a victory over Missouri 6-3. They lost the next game, pretty close one, but then they're able to advance to the College World Series and be able to beat Missouri. They barely did. I think it was like 4-3 or something like that, barely by one. They had a 4-0 lead. The scoring didn't even start till the seventh inning, the final one, but yeah, luckily they were able to pull it out and advance. And their greatest thing they get is, of course, having to play against pretty much the number one team in the past couple of decades or so in Oklahoma, which will be obviously being played in Oklahoma City, the final whatever it is, final 16, whatever team's the number. But yeah, they have their backs up against the wall. Going to be facing tough competition, but hopefully they can at least win one of these games. But not too bad for a program that just pretty much barely started past handful of years. So very proud of those women, and hopefully they can do some damage there this weekend coming up. And the men's Duke baseball team did very well also. They did get the ACC championship against Florida State, I believe it was, and I think they won by like 12 points. It was pretty big. It was like 16-4, I believe, final score early on Sunday. So they were automatically secured into the, I guess it's the College World Series as well, whatever they call it, or the playoffs. And I think the team they get to play is not Oral Roberts, it's UConn. Yeah, they get to play against UConn, but then they are somehow in a bracket where it's Oklahoma and Oral Roberts on the other side. So now it is kind of weird that the women's team has to play against Oklahoma this weekend, and if there's a possibility that the men's side will have to play against Oklahoma as well around Oklahoma City. So that was pretty weird and interesting that both programs are going to be playing against the same school, but hopefully they will be able to do good on both sides. And a 2025 three-star defensive lineman, Tommy Rupley, did commit to Duke football over the weekend, which is nice to see. He definitely looks a lot better than his three-star ranking. In my opinion, probably could have waited to get a couple more higher-ranked teams to get involved in his recruiting, but he did have a couple of nice, good colleges there and definitely chose the correct one, in my opinion. So definitely very happy that he did choose Duke football. And there was this four-star interior offensive lineman in that 2025 class who recently set up a bunch of official visits. I believe his name was Hardy Watts. And he set up an official visit to Duke. And this is another big-time guy that they could hopefully get in that recruiting class, because nationally he is ranked 119th. So yeah, this will be definitely a big-time get for that program, and hoping out the best for Duke's recruiting efforts on the football side. And then after looking at a bunch of the all-NBA and all-defensive teams, it kind of looked like Anthony Davis of the Lakers was the only one to get onto an all-NBA team and was on the all-defensive side. He was the only player this season to do that. And it's pretty funny how he gets that acknowledgement but doesn't get acknowledged for the main award when it comes to like the MVP. I don't know if he was even eligible, to be honest, because he had to play, like 65 games total, and I think they did, both him and LeBron, but still wasn't even considered. I don't even know if he got votes, but to show how dominant he could be if he's acknowledged by his peers and the coaches, but for some reason not like the media when it comes to MVP. So I guess we'll have to figure that out and see how that works. And then it's getting more and more likely that JJ Redick will be the Lakers head coach, and there were some rumors about some of his assistant coaches that he's looking to target guys like Sam Cassell, James Borrego, and Jared Dudley. But it's kind of funny that because Sam Cassell and Borrego were interviewing for the Lakers job as well, so that'd be kind of weird that they don't end up getting the Lakers job but then become the assistant. I guess that's if they don't get a job somewhere else in the NBA, then that type of thing could happen. I don't think Jared Dudley was going for the main Lakers job anyways, but I wouldn't mind that. I also see a more likely way of getting a certain assistant coach on the team is JJ Redick stealing a Duke guy from Boston and getting the ex-great player Emil Jefferson, who is one of the assistants on there, and making him one of the more top assistants for the Lakers. I would not be surprised, and he actually just led his Boston, or helped lead the Boston Celtics to the NBA Finals because they were able to sweep the Indiana Pacers tonight. So congrats to him. And Jason Tatum, who obviously played great as well. Like I say, it's always tough to root for Boston, but when it comes to the Duke guys, I will shine a light on those guys, but nobody else. And apparently during the season, this last one for the NBA, there was a 3-team trade with the Lakers, Hawks, and Nets that would have sent DeJounte Murray to the Lakers, along with D'Angelo Russell going to the Nets, and I don't know who the Nets would have sent out or done all that stuff, but even the Hawks would get. But either way, it was looking like it was going to get done, but then apparently the talks between the Lakers and Hawks went down, and it just pretty much blew up the trade. So maybe something big like that could end up happening again, or they could end up sending Russell somewhere else to another team, because it seems like people are interested, so that's all we can hope for. And yes, sadly, we did lose one of the great broadcasting guys. At least that's how I knew him, because I never got to see him play for Portland or Boston when he won a championship. But the great Bill Walton, anytime he was like on an interview with like the Dan Patrick Show, or calling games for the Pac-12 after dark, those basketball games, it was always pretty funny and exciting to watch him or hear him, listen to him talk during those games. It was a laugh and a riot, and still one of the great guys out there. So yeah, it was tough to see him go after him battling cancer for quite a bit. So yeah, he's in a better place, and yeah, the world is a little bit less cheerful and happy without him, but definitely will be sorely missed. Thank you for watching, people. Like and subscribe, comment down below, let me know what y'all think. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.